These men have mentally checked out of their marriage, but they don't want to initiate it and waiting for the women to initiate it so they can tell the world that the woman is the one that asked for divorce.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing divorce and how men make it look like, it's their wives that requested a divorce, when maybe deep down they also wanted it too, but they just wanted it to look like it's the wife that requested, so they try to frustrate the woman to request the divorce. So I'm going to play a video right now, and when we are done watching the video, we'll be back here to analyze it.
I just saw a tweet and I don't even know how to feel. I don't know if I should be sad, angry, or pained. Many times when I say that many times men are cowards, it's always look like as if I don't know what I'm saying. In that tweet, there were different reactions based on one point, and the point is that these men have mentally checked out of their marriage, but they don't want to initiate it and waiting for the women to initiate it so they can tell the world that the woman is the one that asked for divorce. And don't forget, there's this narrative that they are giving as well, that women are the ones quick to initiate divorce. Now, in that tweet, one of them said, after 7 years of marriage, he intentionally stays behind at work till late night and gets home late because he is tired of the marriage. Another one said he actually checked out of the marriage 5 years into the marriage, but was hoping she makes a mistake. And then, unfortunately for the woman, she cheated, and boom, that was the opportunity he had. Another one said that the day, I think he also had checked her clearly, but then it was again, like the other ones, looking for the woman making a mistake and pinning it on her. Unfortunately, the woman made the mistake of cheating on him, and he said he was at a bar that night, and so he intentionally paid for everyone because he had to throw a party because what he's looking for has finally happened. You see, when they said that women are the one who are fast to apply for divorce, these are the examples of the reason why these women finally go for the divorce. The society, or do I say the environment, has made it actually really difficult for women to want to go for divorce, even when their life is at stake. That is why you will see a woman who is just being beaten still saying forgive. In fact, you guys will know that there are lots of experiences and stories online confirming a woman just being beaten only for her to go and be defending her husband either in court or the police telling them it's a family matter by herself. Apart from the fact that the society, family members, and everyone has put pressure on her, she herself is afraid of the stigma, of the shame that will follow being divorced. Because being a divorced woman in this climate, in this world that we are in, is hard. So this woman would rather stay in that toxic marriage, even though painful and they are crying every day, than go out there and face a more wicked world. So when I hear the narrative that women initiate divorce more, I just smile because a lot of you have no idea of what is happening. I speak with a lot of women almost every day, and there's the same narrative. This Twitter is just like a trigger to finally address this matter. I mean, most of these men intentionally have started giving their wives silent treatment for years. I'm not talking of months. If it's 1 week, you will say, oh, it's just 1 week. It will come around, or 1 month, or 2 months, or even 6 months, even though that is crazy. But I'm talking of 2 years upward. What they simply do is they come home and maybe pay their bills, do whatever it is, but they are not together with their wife. If the wife is coming to the living room, they're getting up and going. If the wife is in the living room, in fact, most of the ones I know, and these men intentionally come home very late. They come home as late as 10, 11 p.m. and sometimes 12 midnight, 1 a.m. in the night. They have checked out. The women are torn between, should I just make the first move or not? And the fear of, if I make the first move, the narrative he wants to push is, I applied for the divorce and so he gave me easily. He would not tell the world how he has been giving me silent treatment for years. You see how they make the narrative, and this is how it is formed that women are the one initiating. I dare say that these men are cowards, because if you're not a coward, you know you've checked out of a relationship, you know you're tired, you know you don't want it again. If you're truly a man that you claim to be, then take the action. And stop being covert with your action, thereby pushing the woman to a breaking point where she now reacts. You see, narcissistic tactics. You will push a woman to a point where she is now tired and she's like, you know what, I'm done. Let me just do what he wants. And then when she does it, you will not go out there to tell the world that, oh, I'm the one that made her apply for the divorce. No, you will tell the world she said she wanted divorce and I gave it to her. That's what you're going to tell the world. But you won't tell the world what you've been doing for years. You will not tell the world of the silent treatment, the manipulation, the abuse, the gaslighting, how you have treated her badly, how you have even neglected your children in some cases, and in fact most cases actually, because the only thing that you do, some of you, that is for even some of you that still think it is your responsibility, is to give some money and pay some bills. Where some of you have literally left everything. There's a case I'm dealing with. She's the one footing the bill. She's the one that built the house. She's the one that is footing all the bills in the house. She's the one taking care of the children's school fees, literally everything. And yet this man will still come eat the food she has prepared for the children, and still not give a damn if she's coping or not. Now, if this kind of woman decides to say, okay, I'm done, I want to apply for divorce, I'm tired. I mean, she's the one that built the house. She's like, I can't leave this house for him. I'm on the other hand, I'm like, a time would come, if he's not moving out, you will have to choose your life, your peace of mind over the house. Thankfully, the documents of the house is in her name, so she can still come back and fight for it. But then, while in the normal sense, will a man leave his own property for another woman? And there's another case where the man sold the property without the woman's consent because he had a way of manipulating her into not involving her name in the document. Women, if you don't learn to be outspoken, you're thinking, oh, they will say I'm too loud, I'm too stubborn, you will suffer. You see, the women that they are calling feminists, bitter women, angry women, are the ones that we enjoy last. Because those ones know what is right, and they are fighting for what is right for their lives and for their children. If you think patriarchy, misogyny will save you, my dear, you're on a long ride to premium tears. And I will be here to help you wipe your tears since you don't want to hear. Because it looks like to me, you guys, you glorify marriage over your life. You glorify your purpose, your future, your children's life. You glorify this marriage over all of these things. And while it is heartbreaking and painful, I mean, when I see these things, it's heartbreaking. But what I would say is this, women, you better start loving yourself. You better start loving yourself. And if you are still single, go and start loving yourself. Know what it means to love yourself before you think of marriage. And after you get married, because there's a tendency for you to forget yourself and leave all of the responsibility of your life to a man. Remind yourself that you have hands to work. You have brain to think. Think for yourself. Care for yourself. It is how you take care of yourself that the world will take care of you. It is the energy you emit to the world that the world will take. Well, as they do say, the word is enough for the wise. In all of these things, if all I've said so far is, that is even if it enters, and then you now drop one silly comment, I will do you the honors. I will get you out of my page because I noticed many of you lack comprehension. But for those that do not lack comprehension, I know you've picked your lesson. Go back to the drawing board. Go and check it and make sure. Because at the end of the day, if you fall sick, God forbid, you are the one that will feel the pain. If your enemy dies, it is that body they will put in the distance. All the people that you think love you, they will not follow you no matter how much they love you. My mother died years ago. I didn't follow her into the grave. I still love her. I miss her. That is life. So at the end of the day, you are all that matters when it comes to the grand scheme of things in your life. The choice is yours.
I'll always say that men are very manipulative, and women are manipulative as well, but men are logical. Most times when they behave the way they do, it's not from an emotional point of view, it's from a very logical point of view. And I need women to be more logical than emotional, even though it is almost impossible. In the world today, if you want to look at statistics, it looks like it is women that are quick to divorce. Like any small thing, I'm going to my father's house, I'm leaving this marriage, I'm not interested anymore. It looks like women are the bad guys. It looks like women just want to get married to a man and maybe divorce and get away with half of his property or something like that. But if you look deep down, sometimes these men also want that divorce. I'm not talking about the good men now that still want to fight for their marriage or all of that. No, I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about those ones that intentionally push their women to divorce. There are men like that. When they're tired of their marriages, they start behaving in a very certain way, in a very disgusting way, and start doing anything anyhow to push the woman to divorce. You see men that's like that woman said, like the creator said, you see men that start coming back late at night. You see men that start giving their wives silent treatment, men that start acting, being disgusting. And the wife will now feel like, oh, in fact, I'm tired of how my husband is behaving. I'm tired, I'm leaving this marriage. Not knowing that man, instead of him to ask for a divorce, he's doing those things so that it comes from you, so that he starts going around telling people how, oh, my wife divorced me. There are men that are like that. And this video is more like to create an awareness that, okay, it's not just women that want divorce all the time. It's not that, maybe they will say 80% of divorce come from. No, sometimes these men also want to divorce, but they don't want it to come from them, so they try to frustrate the woman to put their foot forward. And as a woman, you should try to understand when your husband is being an asshole. You should try to understand when he's just doing those things and maybe ignore. Or if you can leave, you just leave, divorce and leave, and everybody should rest. But sometimes these men do these things on purpose to get what they want. They want to leave, but they don't want to say that they want to leave. So they push you to want to leave, so that it's like, oh, you want a divorce, right? Okay, let me give you. Do you understand? Anyway, guys, what do you think about this topic in the comment section? Do you think that there are men who want to leave their marriages but they are scared, or they don't want it to look like they are the ones that, you know, initiated it, so they push their wives to do it and grant divorce? Do you think that, you know, it's not true, it's women that always want to leave? Like, I want to hear what you think in the comment section. My name is Benita. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.